Legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers steps away to his left. Got a man, that's Allison. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Pierre Garçon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First down, Philadelphia. 58, right over there.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On the carry, this is Scott. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. But I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehrig. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Packers 7.
Go.
Eagles 7.
87.
Let's put him on the buses.
Hey, wahoo!
Working from the gun. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Here we go.
6-man. Check curls.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Bearing it deep for Garcon. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
54 Mike. Check. Walk 54.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Blue 58, jump out!
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing
Hey, Haywood!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And running with power here. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On play action, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Za'Darius Smith. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 76 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. Rodgers now to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Rodgers now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
47's the mic. 47.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
80 weapons.
'54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 20.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
82.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Get your swerve on. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Wentz now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, watch the screen.
74. 5.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tighten up.
Hey, empty.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Buying time. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Johnson's got it complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, time.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marcus Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the back...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Will Parks, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Mike, Pac-Man. Waiting. Check, Mike 42. Too little, cupcake.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Preston Smith there on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down. It's Scott, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush, and he's going to have to eat complete this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
54 is Mike, 54. 26.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike, here we go. 20.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. 280.
Come on. So don't say nothing.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Eagles, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon.